Hi, you're tuned into The Fix, and my name is Zephaniah. I stumbled onto an essay that I wrote, and I want to read it to you. The beauty of writing and thinking things through and going to the Word and studying the Word is that if you keep track of it, when you look back, you can see where your mind was, and it may give you some sense of why you are where you are in your life. And that's not a good or bad thing. It's not a judgment either. So this was I even speak English occasionally. Why did Jesus come to this world? A reflection embracing two faiths. Now, for those of you who don't know, I was born and raised an Orthodox Jew. So I'll read the essay and then you'll figure it all out. Okay? All right. I was given this assignment weeks ago, but had to wait until I received the help I needed to get it started. How is a young black woman raised in the Jewish faith supposed to reconcile a lifetime of observance of Judaism with a question like this? Why did Jesus come to this world? My love affair with God started long before I ever understood him in an educated capacity. Yeshiva education taught me to love and fear God, but I don't remember fearing God before age 7. And 7, just so you know, is when our house caught on fire. My parents lost their businesses, and I had third-degree burns, 75%, and stayed in the hospital for 3 years. Right. My love affair with God started long before I ever understood him in an educated capacity. Yeshiva education taught me to love and fear God, but I don't remember fearing God before age 7. I just remember loving him. There's a black and white photo of me that my mother has. I don't remember if the photo was one where I'm the intentional subject or if I was just caught in the periphery. Either way, I must have been 5 or 6. And I remember that I was in awe of the sky that day, and the photo reflected what I felt about God that day. Joy and confusion. It was Motzei Shabbat, which is the exiting of the Sabbath. And I remembered thinking that I felt out of place and I felt lost. I wasn't scared, feeling like I didn't belong there. But I did, didn't I? I think of that picture often. Fast forward, February 2015, 43 years later. Anyone that does not love remains in death. That's 1 John 3:14. Jesus said, I did not come to abolish, but to fulfill. That's from Matthew 5:17. So what did Jesus come to do? Why did Jesus come to us from God's innermost chamber? Though there is scripture that speaks to many reasons, and an interpretation of Christ's coming exists in all of them, my belief is that Jesus Christ came to save us from an interminable death, a life without love. Can you imagine a life without love? And see, love is not this nonsense that people, sell you. Love is sacrificial. Love is I do for you despite how I feel, because it's the kind thing to do and because it's within my capacity to do it. That's love. All these presents and fluffiness on February 14th and all the other days that people act like they're loving you. No, love is a friend who takes in another friend, even though they barely have room themselves, but they know the person needs help. A friend, someone who shows love, is when you pass someone who's homeless and you have the capacity to stop and do something other than judge. That's sacrificial love. Do you know that the lack of touch is one of the greatest hungers in our world? And I learned that as a high school teacher. I really didn't think I needed hugs like that, but kids needed hugs, and they just started giving me hugs like all the time. And I would just be like, what is this hugging thing? I mean, I love, but what's good? But do you know I became addicted to these hugs? This one little girl, I mean, she must have hugged me at least 5 times a day. And I loved every one. I was like, you know what? This is why children are such a gift. This is why God is revealing himself, this is what I believe, to a generation that will listen because they have a heart for him. This is why I love young adults. I'm working on dealing with older people, adults my own age. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. They ratchet and they're hard-headed and they don't listen and they don't want to learn new things. And it's very frustrating for someone like me. I can't be a grown-up in their world sometimes because I'm being serious now. The lack of imagination, possibility, see, that stuff comes from God. And that's what people don't understand. That stuff comes from God. I can't be fulfilled by the children, by my parents, by you. I can't be fulfilled. I don't care how viral this YouTube stuff goes. I don't care. At the end of the day, I am impotent without God. We'll pause and pick this up again, but we don't want to drag anything. We're into the 6-minute mark right now. You have to let me know when we're doing the most, okay? As my students always say, Miss Powell, you digress. Reel it in. Anyway, that's the fix. Go take a look at John 3:14, Matthew 5:17, and have a great day.